So the little Ferno stove, honestly, it's a little ripper. That's what it should be called, not the Ferno. It should be called the Little Ripper, because it is. It's a rip snorter. Now, I picked this one up on sale for $10. Now, that's unheard of to get anything that lasts more than 2 or 3 uses for $10 these days. Cost of living's gone through the roof. This is a brilliant option. So I think the regular price is only $20-ish. So that's also very good value for money. I would be comfortable with the price if this was $50 alone. So hopefully that puts it in perspective what I think of this little stove. It's great. I love the little carry case that this comes in. It makes packing it away easy. It means not leaving it, you know, at the campsite or on the trail or at the side of the road on the picnic bench, because you can see it, it stands out. I think that's brilliant. But also the stove itself has got, it's not, I wouldn't say sharp edges, but it has sort of hang-up points. So the corners here, whilst they're not sharp, you're not going to cut yourself on anything on this stove. This will get caught up if you packed it away just like this, unless you were putting it, you know, nesting it inside of a carp or something along those lines. And if you are, these are sharp enough that it will scratch your Teflon coating on your, you know, whatever you're nesting this into. So just be careful of that. I'm really pleased it didn't come in a stuff sack, because, you know, these stuff sacks are cheap and nasty, and this would tear that sack before you knew it, and nobody wants a torn sack. Oof. So, $20, pretty good deal. What else do you need to get going with this little ripper of a stove? So, you're gonna need gas. Gas prices are gonna fluctuate depending on the size of the canister and where you buy it from. I think I paid $12 for this one. Could be wrong though. Now, what do I use this stove for? So primarily, this stove is, I'm going to say it's designed for boiling water, and it's designed for boiling water fast. It does a great job at that. It really does. I use it primarily for my travel coffee. So I keep this in the back of the car. I do a lot of traveling for work, a lot of driving for work, country driving, and I pull over on the side of the road and I make myself a decent coffee with my trusty Bialetti. Something else that I didn't mention before that you're going to need, you're going to need matches, a lighter, something along those lines to get it going, because this does not have an igniter, and that's probably part of the reason why the cost is down. So honestly and personally, I don't mind the fact that it doesn't come with a igniter. Some people that might be a no-go, because it does mean you've got to carry something else. But let's be honest, if you're carrying one of these, you're probably going to be carrying something that you can light it with also for lighting campfires and things like that. So I don't think it's too big of an issue. So getting this set up, it's as simple as folding your pot arms out, opening up your gas flow control, and you want to make sure that your gas flow control is closed before you attach to your gas canister. Now, the reason for that is that I've seen a couple of these, and the way that the arm, sits, it's not always in the same position. So when this valve is, like my mate's got one, and when the valve is closed, it's directly up in line with this. So when you're folding it away, you can't actually fold it away because this is spring activated, right? So for instance, you have to turn it back a touch, right? So hence the valve is open before you can get this into a position that you can nest it away inside there. So always make sure, and that's really applicable for any gas stove, before you put it on your, you attach it to your gas, make sure your control valve is in a closed position. So then you just open it up, screw it on, you'll get a little bit of gas, right? And it's as simple as that. It's that simple. I know that a lot of people compare these to the Jetboil, and for the price, I don't see why you would even bother investing in a Jetboil, to be perfectly honest. This is a brilliant little unit, and for the price that you pay for it, you just simply can't go wrong. So if you don't have one, you better ask yourself why not, and go out and grab one, because they're simply top notch. I love it. She's putting out some good BTUs. Coffee's already just starting to brew now, so I'll turn it down just a touch. Now that's 2.5 minutes that's taken, so that's pretty good. And you will start to see some, oh, there we go, look at that. So before we had the eruption, I was commenting on how this gets really hot really quick. We just saw the effects of that, right? I had it horsing probably too much BTUs for what this poor little mocha pot can handle, but that's all right. So 2.5 minutes to brew a proper coffee, not some crap freeze-dried nasty stuff. So we've got a nice cup of coffee there in 2.5 minutes. I think that's pretty acceptable. So my final thoughts on the Ferno 360 stove is it's a little ripper, right? This thing pumps out BTUs like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the gym. This thing is insane. It is brilliant for warming up, you know, things that are in pots, soups, you know, stews, boiling water, you better believe it. Making coffee, you betcha. This thing is a little ripper. Now, is it great for cooking a steak? No, it's not. It will create a hot spot on your frying pan because this thing just horses out those BTUs, right? This is designed for boiling water, making coffee, warming up things in pots like stews and soups. That's its main thing. If you try to use it outside of that, is it going to do it? Yeah, it will, but it won't do it as good as, say, a gas canister stove that has a less direct method of applying the heat. All right, Mandingos, thanks for tuning in again for another video by Aussie Outdoor Reviews. And as always, have a rip snorter of a weekend, and I hope to see you out on the tracks. Cheers, guys.